Hello and welcome to Subway NIBFA today. This is show 2 of the new season featuring the very best of youth football here in Northern Ireland. Today we'll be talking to Marc Smyth, the former Airdrie, Ayr United and Cliftonville defender who now heads up the academy at Solitude. We'll show you all the goals from the matches we've covered in the past month, plus the very best goal will be put forward for that huge end of season prize. Now our first match is a clash between Linfield and Glentoran's under-14s at Midgley Park. Let's see the best of the action.
Currently 0-0. You're very welcome if you're just joining us. Ball played in towards the front post and somehow it has evaded everyone. It may have got a touch at the near post. It may have went direct from the corner. One thing is for certain though, Linfield 1-0 ahead. Ball played over the top. Big chance for Glentoran. And Glentoran have levelled the game. It's their number 21. Corey McBride gets the goal for Glentoran. He was brave and Corey McBride gets Glentoran now level in this game, one apiece, and from a Glentoran point of view, it's game on. And with 70 minutes approaching overall in this game, probably, if it does stay a draw, probably is the fairest result. Just as I say that though, big chance for Glentoran, and Glentoran take the lead. It's their number 20, Jay Forsyth. Great composure, skill inside the area, and Glentoran, well, what an important goal that could be for the East Belfast team. Jay Forsyth found himself free inside the area, showed great footwork, kept his composure, fired into the right side of the net, and it's Glentoran who lead 2-1.
Mark, first of all, welcome to the show. It's been a few years.
It has been. We were just discussing that last time I was here. We were raving about Jack Barry playing for Linfield. Left the room and went and signed him. Now he's playing in the first team. So
brilliant. We'll come on to that and some more of that as well. A great comeback win in that first game for Glentoran against their big city rivals Linfield then.
I think two good teams at that age group. I think that age group, probably the three best teams in the country would be Glentoran, Cliftonville and Linn. Linfield really strengthened over the summer. But good game, good goals. Cameron Kennedy, obviously probably Linfield's standout. Left-footed, good player. But as I say, the 2 goals from Glentoran in the recover, they've only been beat once this season and they showed why. Absolutely
cracking goal right at the end of that match from Jay Forsyth. Talk us through that one.
I think Jay signed from Warren Point. Jay was a player we really liked as well last year. He signed from Warren Point in the summer and he's a real great addition for them. My pet hate from Linfield, they give away the throw-in. Throw-ins are a set piece. We would work on them a lot. Linfield lose the throw-in. It's a bit of good play. Full-back doesn't cover in. But that composure from him, just to see the defender coming, understand he's going to dive in, he just chops, and the finish is different class, way beyond his years.
Yeah, chop back inside just to have that awareness in the edge of the box. He's diminutive in stature, isn't he? But, you know, we see plenty of players of that stature in the game nowadays make their way through it.
And I think they're the players we all like. We look at even just lately, the Liam McStravics we had, you know, Liam's now playing for Airdrie. You have to get a team that suits your system. But then players are starting to come into the Irish League and they're vitally important, especially with a lack of tackling now in the game, and it's becoming more technical. But he's a great player and Glentoran a real strong team at that age group.
Thanks for now, Mark. Game 2 was at Brownston Park. It features Portadown and Warren Point Town in the under-15 section. Let's take a look.
It's lovely midfield play from Jack Porter. Breaking up possession. That's a lovely head-on opportunity for Portadown. And they take the lead. It's Ben McNally after just 4 minutes here, giving the home side the lead. And it was great link-up play as well. Opportunity for McAreevy! And there is the second goal. Comes for Portadown's number 9. Right on the 30-minute mark. Goal scorer Dara McAreevy. Point will be hoping to get a goal back here before half time. Defending though this time is from Noah Mulgrew, who hooks clear. Here's the score of the game's second goal. Darren McAreevy, ball over the top towards Dixon. Plenty of players back in numbers here. Might fall to White. They need to be careful here. Opportunity is converted from Charlie White. Absolutely superb finish. Didn't need the second invitation there. And Charlie White. The sun back out. Did have some rain during this fixture. Nice through ball. Here's McNally. Might get a second bite at it. Third bite at it. And he scores. Ben McNally with just a minute and a half left. It's his second goal of the game. They got 3 bites at that. So Ben McNally.
So Mark, a pretty one-sided game that one. Ben McNally scoring the first goal, the last goal as well, the fourth one in particular. Lots of perseverance there he showed.
Yeah, he done well in the clips. The first 3 goals, probably a wee bit route one. Something different we see in youth football now where everyone thinks you have to make. There's different ways to win a game. Portadown are big, strong, physical. First 3 goals, but I like the fourth goal probably. I think it was the fourth we spoke about the best just because it was a good wee passage of play and a real good finish at the end.
Yeah, very much so. And another lovely bit of finishing for me was that Charlie White effort into the roof of the town net as well.
Yeah, it was instinctive. It was a proper striker's finish. I like the second goal as well, just because, again, great finish. But I think all 3 goals were probably counterproductive. One, they were quite direct. Portadown were physical, long, but probably a lack of poor defending and poor aggression. That's something we speak about now in the game. Defenders are coming. They're getting harder to come by because everyone now wants to just get it down and play. So it's a side of the game that we probably need to go back to getting to improving.
Talking about that aspect then, we talked about the granular kind of look into the game nowadays, throw-ins in particular. I mean, they provide in themselves, don't they, a great platform, and you know, you only have to look at teams across water like Liverpool. They've got a coach for throwing. Yeah,
we were just speaking off camera. I was at Airdrie 10 years ago under a coach called Kenny Black. And throw-ins were his bugbear, and we would spend their day off working on throw-ins. So he was ahead of his time, hence he went on to coach Scotland and different things, because when you break down the game and you look at the analysis, throw-ins are a set play and they feature so much in the game, whether it be giving it away and getting hit in the counter, or maybe just building up a good bit of play from a bit of movement. So don't want to give away our secrets because we have a game on Friday, but throw-ins are vitally important.
Yeah, a good learning tool. Next we head to Crumlin Leisure Centre as St Oliver Plunkett took on Ballinamalard United, and we saw 6 goals in this one.
Ball is picked up in midfield by Timothy Armstrong. Armstrong play the ball forward. Mallard's come down this right side of the pitch. Nicky Milligan drives into the area, claims for a penalty. And the referee has pointed to the spot, so this will be a golden chance for Ballinamalard to possibly take the lead here. It's going to be their number 8 and captain, Timothy Armstrong. Armstrong, the player who has put the ball on the spot. We just await the referee's whistle. So here goes Armstrong. Fires hard and low and into the bottom left corner, and Malar take a 1-0 lead. Mallards win the ball, edge of the box. Good strong run this. Chance for another shot. And the effort comes in and they have doubled the lead. Mallards go 2-0 ahead. It's their number 9, Jay Eli, with the goal. So confirmation of the second goal scorer, their number 9, Jay Eli, fired into the top right corner, but that has been the case so far in this fixture. Mallards coming forward again. What a start this has been. Eli with the effort, and it's 3. Well, this is one-way traffic. So Ballymallard 3-0 ahead. Good battling in midfield from a Ballymallard point of view. Plunkett, the ball falls to them. Their number 7 gets forward. Rhys Rogan gives the ball into midfield. Mallards win the ball in midfield and they clip it forward. That's a good run. Another chance for a goal, and well, Ballymallard have scored again. It's their number 9, Jay Eli. He's been ruthless this morning, and that's his hat-trick. So confirmation of Ballymallard's 4th goal, and it's a special goal for their number 9, Jay Eli. A hat-trick goal for him in a fine performance. Tried to take the free kick short, but there was too much on the pass. Didn't allow the player a chance to get on to the ball. Mallards coming forward again. Golden chance for their number 9. Great save. Effort comes in. And it's ended up in the net. Ballymallard score a 5th, and it's their number 9, Jay Eli. He's on a scoring rampage. That's his 4th off this morning. 7, Rhys Rogan. Throw in, goes the way of Plunkett. Just roughly a minute and a half left in this game. Timothy Armstrong makes the clearance for the Mallards. Big chance this, and it's ended up in the net, and Plunkett have got themselves on the score sheet. And it's their number 7, Rhys Rogan, with the goal. So
well, Mark, 4 of the 5 Ballymallard goals are scored by Jay Eli. I don't think he'll have too many better games in his entire career, I wouldn't have thought.
No, and all good finishes, all different types of finishes. Very composed for he's a big lad. He looks like he's going through that development phase where he's still a bit tall and awkward, and he'll come out the other end and he'll be even better. But great finishes, 4 great finishes. I suppose the critique side of it was the defending was really poor for all the goals, but one thing I will give Plunkett credit for is they're trying to be brave, they're trying to play out, they're making mistakes, and if that's the way they're asked to play, it's hard to criticise. They got punished for their mistakes.
They did indeed, yeah. They did manage to get a consolation, albeit a big 5-1 defeat in the end. But from a management and coaching perspective, from a player perspective as well, do you just put that sort of defeat down to experience?
I think you always learn a lot from the defeat. I don't think the manager will go away happy. But listen, if he's doing his job right, it's development football. He'll go away, he'll look at himself, he'll look at the kids, he'll see how he can improve, how he can. I think the first thing, if you were giving them any advice, is can they get a wee bit shaped defensively, just to help the players out. I understand it's a cup game, maybe in different leagues. Ballymallard might be a bit stronger, but if you're well organised, you can be harder to play against. And some of the goals just were. They were very easily played through. One ball was just beating everyone.
Yeah, plenty to pick up on then. For their next game, now we head to Lord Lurgan Memorial Park with Lurgan Celtic welcoming the Harland and Wolf Welders under-16 side. Just the 4 goals in this one to look out for.
Jermakovas it was trying the through ball to the Welders, and this might open up an opportunity here. And what a goal that is for the Welders. Superb finish from Justin Mills. Absolutely brilliant start to the game here from the Welders. And Justin Mills, who looked at the far corner there, picked the corner out. Well picked up by Johnny Shaw on a halfway. Bit too direct though. And that allows the Welders the opportunity to pick up possession and almost give it away. It's good hassling by Callum Todd. Strong run. Lovely show of the ball there from Rory Stevenson, who's come on for the Welders. Opportunity! And there is the second goal of the game. And it's come for the Welders from Roman Simpson. Second goal. Jake Nesbitt. Short pass and does get it back. That's brilliant from Nesbitt. Needs to give it though. Had to be fouled in the end, and the shot on target from Rory Stevenson. Well gathered by McAtamney.
Yo, big winners, come on!
Needs to be careful here. Lurgan Celtic goalkeeper, McAtamney. And surely the player brought down there. And that looks like potentially it's a sending off for Roman Pauly of Harland and Wolf Welders. Makes his way to the touchline. Pauly was the last man there. Referee Lee Tavinder. No option but to show the red card. Can Lurgan Celtic make the most of this? Sean Monaghan, it is with the free kick. Can he test Nathan Lamont? Monaghan, decent effort. Here's Simpson. Good shot on target! And the goalkeeper, for some reason or another, left it. And that means that the Welders, despite being down to 10 men, have gone further in front, and it's Roman Simpson with his second goal of the game, and the Welders now leading by 3-0. Corner kick coming up for Celtic. Decent ball. Opportunity, And that's a great goal back, scored by Darren McConville. First goal of the game for Lurgan Celtic. Fine finish from the full-back.
Well, Mark, Justin Mills set the Welders on their way with that delightful pass into the bottom corner, and they really pushed on from there.
Welders are a good side. We were just speaking, obviously again they're in different leagues, but in the 16s league I know Welders are second in the league, so they've got good players, they're a good team, and even with the sending off, I think they went on to win the game comfortably, didn't they?
They did, but let's focus on that sending off. Was it a red card for you? Was he the last man? Roman Pauliot was, who got his marching orders.
It's tough to see with the camera angle. Looking at it initially, my first thought was, does he mean it? Is he just cutting across him? I also think the goalkeeper's getting it comfortably. Does the referee take that into consideration? Notice it was a Premier League referee, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But he must have made a few pound that day. I think he done 2 or 3 games.
And a brace in that game then from Roman Simpson. His second, though, I guess that the Lurgan Celtic keeper, well, he won't want to watch that back, will he?
No. I'm trying to be kind because he's a kid, but I mean, I have no idea what he's thinking. He's got his bearings all wrong. It's a really, really poor goal, and he'll not want to watch this show. He doesn't need me criticising him, so it is what it is.
Well, let's move on then to talk about things in general. Things at Cliftonville, where you are as head of the academy set up there. What development have you seen in the current crop of lads then at Solitude?
I think we actually spoke about this beforehand. I think we're on, football goes in cycles. You know, it doesn't matter who you are, what you are. And our cycle's very strong at the minute. We seem to be top in a lot of things. We're seeing the fruits of our labour because we started from the bottom up 8 years ago, and we're now seeing them kids that we started off our skills school at 5 and 6 year old. We're seeing them develop through. The Corn Madden, who's been in the paper this week, he's Man United, Newcastle, he's going to Man City in January. He was one of the first kids that came through that programme, so we're seeing the benefit of our long-term plan and our vision, which we had then, and it's bearing fruition. And if we're looking just at our teams in general, at the top end, I think, I always say this, I understand youth football's not about results, but they go hand in hand. If you've got good players and they're developed well, they're going to get results. Them things merge together. So probably every age group, for me at teens where we're top, 16s where we're top, and then we'd be in the top 3 in the country at every other age. We're strong right throughout. We have a great group of coaches. We've a strong board manager behind us, and you just need to look what players are breaking into the first team. Out of row 5s last year, you've Liam McStravick, although he went to Linfield, we're still playing there. He went to Airdrie. You have Sean Moore, went to West Ham. You have Shay Kearney, Owen Donnelly, Jack Berry, Oren Casey, Stephen McGuinness, all playing in the first team who've came through the academy or we've signed. In Shay's instance, we signed at maybe 17 because we seen him as a first team player. The rest came right through. So our cycle's good at the minute, and things are going really well, supported by the fact we've now got a first team manager that believes in youth. I think we always have, Paddy did as well, but Jim's really trusted, and I like young Shay.
Top class bowler as well, Jim Magilton. I remember him from his Ipswich days, but actually prior to that, being at Liverpool in those surroundings must have been something else. But in terms of what's happening at Cliftonville, and I suppose around the Irish League as well, give us a sense of how much benefit it is to a club here who actually develops a player who goes to England, and the potential rewards that reaps.
I think there's a twofold approach to it now. At Cliftonville, our goal and our vision and our philosophy was never how quickly we could get a player to England. It was, could we get them into our first team? I actually think that's stronger than ever, because Irish League clubs, ourselves, Linfield, Orange, we've all went full time. Our under 18s train every morning. We've our own full time academy. So unless it's a productive move or a big move, the Man United, the Man Cities, I think we can hold on to them now as well. We can develop them internally and get them into their first team. There's a pathway now in this country, which wasn't there before because England was always or Scotland. But so there's a twofold approach. And listen, developing young players, every club needs finance. Especially us, we don't have, a big benefactor. We don't have an investor. We're a members-run club and a club that's run very well. So them young players are very important, and it's, I suppose, a touchy subject at the minute because, listen, we all want to keep them, but unfortunately, there's new clubs come into the scene and they're going after the 14, 15-year-olds, the Corn Maddens of the world, and they're seeing them as prizes, and they're trying to pry them away with things that aren't football related.
Which is, I think, disappointing in itself, but that's the way of the world, I suppose. Nowadays everything kind of turns to money, doesn't it?
Unfortunately, well, we hope not at Cliftonville. We develop our own, we bring them through. If there's money at the end of it, football's a business as well, yes, but I just hope that we don't go down that route. I'm all for players moving. Listen, we laugh. Let's not fool ourselves, us, Linfield, Glentoran, Crusaders, we've been poaching players or recruiting players off each other for years. We all want the best players. Every club's looking after their own club. My priority is Cliftonville Football Club, and I'll look after our football club the best way I can. One thing, there's now a new thing on the scene where, there is maybe a money aspect. Players aren't moving because it's a better footballing option. They're moving for other reasons, and that's one thing I don't think we can compete with, and I think would need addressed moving forward.
Interesting, some very interesting points there, Mark, you make. Just to round up this week's show then, those were goals from October. Have you a favourite?
I think my favourite was probably the second goal in the Welders game, and purely from a coach's point of view, it was my favourite because there was a nice passage of play, it went wide, and we're obviously 18s and throughout the academy we're demanding strikers get across the face of goal when crosses are coming in, and you see it, the striker gets across the face, it's a great touch and a good finish.
It's Roman Simpson.
Roman Simpson's goal for me because of the passage of play and the striker movement, and it looks like something that's maybe been worked on in the training ground, so as a coach, that's the goal for me.
Great, Mark. Thank you very much, and thanks for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Do tune in next time to catch up with the best of the action on Subway NIBFA today. Thanks for watching.
For the next 30 mouth-watering seconds, you'll be enjoying the world-famous Subway footlong sub. Sit back and take it in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And done. Yeah, that's a lot of food.